There we go. What's to it, y'all? I'm home now, nice and comfortable. No interruptions. Let's get it. Let's get it. Now we gonna get no interruptions. Salute to everybody that's coming back. We gonna run all the way through this. No interruptions. This needs to be said. We're about to get into some things. Cam, what's going on, bro? We doing this no interruptions, D Free. No interruptions. This Sergeant of Arms is at home now. It's on as a PSA. We need to get this nonsense out of the sport of boxing. If you're a brilliant mind, you need to be on the right side of things. Because what just happened this weekend, we do not need this again to take place. There's nothing to be happy about with Mario Barrios versus Manny Pacquiao. There is nothing good. It is nothing that any retired fighter that's 2 decades plus beyond a prime can do for the sport of boxing and for any young fighter in the sport right now. You say that these fighters need names. Well, they don't need no old ass names. Let these fighters build themselves, their legacy, and everything that falls under that umbrella with their own peers. I get it. Listen, if fighters are returning back to the sport because they effing up money, that's on them. They should have been handling their money better. Because you're not going to sit here and tell me that you miss getting knocked upside your goddamn head. Nobody miss getting beat up. You may miss beating up on people, but you do not miss getting beat up. There's nothing to miss about that. Unless you just like pain and you like receiving it. But Manny Pacquiao must not return to the sport of boxing. I was saying earlier, if they are a Hall of Famer, ain't no coming back into the sport of boxing. Because if this is the case, then current fighters should become Hall of Famers instead of 5 years after they retire. It doesn't make sense. So like I was saying before, the technical difficulties. For all you guys that were saying that these fighters are Hall of Famers, in your theory, you are correct. And then if boxing is going to do this, where Hall of Famers can re-enter professional boxing, then they need to change it up quick and have current fighters be in a Hall of Fame. Because if it's cool for a retired fighter that's in a Hall of Fame to come back into boxing, then why isn't it cool for these guys to be titled or inducted into the Hall of Fame in an active career? Because with this nonsense, what everyone was saying, oh, he's a Hall of Famer, he's a Hall of Famer. I'm like, no, the only Hall of Famers are people in the Hall of Fame. There's lanes, there's separations. You got the Pee Wee League, then you got the organized league, then you got the big dance. Boxing is no different. It's no different. I'm not going to continue to support this nonsense. Because what did that fight do for boxing this past Saturday? What did Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios do for boxing besides get them paid? It should not be a boxing fan that watched that fight happy about that fight. It was horrible on both sides. I don't want to see Manny Pacquiao in the ring no more. And neither should you. And Mario Barrios is horrible. So for everyone who was saying Barrios is a horrible champion, I never disagreed with you. He is the weakest link. But he's probably the worst freaking champion I've seen to date. He's worse than Rocky Fielding. And Mario Barrios needs that belt taken away from him. I would have stripped Mario Barrios of that damn belt because of that damn performance he put on. Hey, Cassandra, what's going on with you? I would have took the goddamn belt for Mario Barrios. Matter of fact, that shouldn't have been a title defense. Mario Barrios versus Manny Pacquiao should not have been a title defense. Because what did Manny Pacquiao do to be off for 4 years? And got his ass whipped the last time, got beat to death, as BVO said. Got beat to death the last time he was in the ring. You make that make sense? It doesn't make sense at all. And us as boxing fans and people who study and cover the sport, this is what we want to see. It's not what I want to see. And I'm going to keep on reminding you, everyone that's on social media that talk the sport of boxing, watch what you say. So you are a part of the reason why this dumbass fight came into fruition. Because y'all can't seem to let these fighters go. When it's over, it's over. Let them go. Wouldn't you want your time to shine without your damn old heads being all up in the damn mix, getting all up in the way? Get your old ass out of here. People don't even want to see these old dudes fight against each other. So what makes you think we want to see an old ass Manny Pacquiao get in the ring with these young dudes? And we don't even want to see the old dudes go against each other. You make that make sense. But you're a boxing fan. This is horrible. And y'all happy about this? Y'all happy about this? Whole lot of boxing went on this weekend, way better than that damn fight. But this is what y'all want. You ain't a true boxing fan. And I tell you to your face, you're not. I'm on here every day. I might not let you know I'm present all the time. And I hear all the stuff that some of these content creators and dudes who should get their own channel because they like to talk so damn much. But they scared to get their own channel because they're afraid that they can't have a following. But y'all want to be heard, but y'all pushing this nonsense out here. Y'all the reason why this damn fight happened. But y'all telling me I'm grumpy and I'm damn old. I want to see that. This boxing is not for the old men. This is a young man's sport. This is between these little young dudes. Get your old asses out of there. There's a saying, stay in your lane. That shit is over. Forget all that. I don't want to see no old dudes coming back and try to defeat the odds. I don't want to see that. When it was their time, it was their damn time. This ain't their time no more. Find another way to make some damn money if you're getting back in the arena, make some damn money. Find another way. Because you're robbing the goddamn public. You're robbing the boxing fan. You're robbing every damn body. We got robbed. Y'all running around talking about this fight was a robbery, that fight was a robbery. We'll talk about how old-ass Manny Pacquiao and the boxing commission and punk-ass, weak-ass, bum-ass Mario Barrios just robbed us. That's the biggest robbery ever performed without a damn gun. But I guess I'm wasting my time talking because y'all ain't gonna listen any damn way. Y'all gonna still do the same nut shit that y'all been doing, going for these okey doke ass matches. I'm really not surprised because I look at the goofy shit y'all say. No one asked for this goddamn fight. But then, oh yeah, Manny get Barrios out of here, y'all. I get it. Barrios fucking suck. But goddamn, y'all need y'all. Oh, I hope Manny do. No, I don't. No. We don't need Manny Pacquiao to come and save shit. And like I was saying earlier, before the technical difficulties, nobody gets credit, and you should not want your favorite fighter getting credit for beating a Manny Pacquiao, you moist meat-ass boxing fans. If you want your favorite fighter to have Manny Pacquiao on your resume, on his resume, you's a moist meat-ass boxing fan. Get your soft ass on out of here. Yeah. Y'all wanted Brian Norman Jr. to get at Manny. I don't want to see that ish. Y'all wanted Devin Haney to get at Manny. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see none of these young dudes fighting or had to get a fucking name off these old dudes because you think it's going to make their resume. Get the hell out of here. Resumes don't matter. They do matter. Your resume is your opponent, so opponents do matter. So opponents don't matter. I gotta put in name and term for y'all. Opponents don't matter. So opponents don't matter now. It don't matter what level opponent you fight. Okay. It don't. So since opponents don't matter, y'all shouldn't be bitching about if your favorite fighter is getting there and he know he don't have less than a 70% chance of fucking winning. What are y'all talking about? So opponents don't matter. Don't try to wordplay stuff with me. Y'all been burning the word resume out too damn long. Resumes don't matter. What is the resume? The resume ain't nothing about the opponents on it, knuckleheads. So opponents don't matter. Since opponents don't matter, then there's no reason to criticize when you get matches like the one you just got. No need to complain. Is it? Boxing fans. There's no need to complain, fellow content creators. Is it? If opponents don't matter. If opponents don't matter, what the fuck they fighting for and why are we watching the sport? What makes a fighter his opponent besides his skill set? This is how we know how strong they are. We know how weak they are. We know how fast they are. We know how much courage they got. What are y'all talking about? Play the word tricks with somebody else. I am the ultimate wordsmith. Resumes don't matter. Opponents do matter. So none of these young fighters, and they in their time, need anything like that on a sheet. I'ma say sheet. Y'all can keep on playing with that word resume if you want. Take that word resume and put it up your ass. Stop playing games with me. You mean opponent. Knuckleheads. So the opponents is the resume. So resumes matter. Because the opponent do. Dummies. This was sick and this shit not happen. Boxing been fucking us over for the longest. We gonna keep going for it. And I heard something, I mentioned something earlier about pay-per-view. I'm gonna look into it because you know what? Get rid of it. Get rid of it. It's time to get rid of pay-per-view. Yeah, it is. It's time to get rid of pay-per-view. Cause what you talking about? Shit, it's time to get rid of pay-per-view. If they like that, stack it at the motherfucking goddamn gate, motherfuckers. And people watch it on television the way they watch it. You really like that? You really bringing in the damn bank? No pay-per-view. Get it at the live gate, suckers. We gonna really see. See y'all. See these young bucks and some of these old heads don't know nothing about the worldwide of sports, where we always say we was getting pay-per-view like fights for free. We seen undisputed matches without having to pay for it. We seen legendary unifications without having to pay for it. And guess what? Did those fighters make any less money? No. No. They still got their mills. You like that? Fuck pay-per-view. This is how we know if the fighter is like that. Y'all talk about the face of boxing. Y'all talk about the cash cow. You don't know who the fucking cash cow is without pay-per-view. B3, what's up, baby? You don't know who really the cash cow is without pay-per-view. And I hope they do wind up doing away with pay-per-view. Because every fighter want to be on pay-per-view and everybody want a big-ass check. Well, you ain't putting in no big-ass work. This was horrible. I'm going to start a petition movement that once you are a Hall of Famer, you don't get to box again unless you put them in a Hall of Fame while they in their active career. This bull crap. They ain't going for it. They ain't going for it. Horrible. That fight should have been over between 3 to 5 rounds. 3 to 5 rounds, the fight should have been over. This man has nothing left. Nothing. It's all going and left the building like Elvis. His power left the building too. Hey, Cam, and you know what? And maybe that's what it is. Because like I just said, everybody wants to be on pay-per-view. Everybody ain't pay-per-view worthy. Sorry, some of your favorite fighters are not pay-per-view worthy, no matter how skillful they are. Skills pay the bills, but skills ain't going to necessarily get you those big-ass dollar bills. Because everybody's not pay-per-view worthy. Look at it. Then you get people out here lying, trying to make people pay-per-view numbers higher than what they actually are, and making people numbers lower than what they actually are. This is nonsense. I'm from the era when there wasn't no pay-per-view. That's the era I come from, and that's why y'all young motherfuckers can't tell me a damn thing. Half of you old people, my age and older, can't tell me a damn thing either. You don't know shit about this sport if you wasn't watching it before pay-per-view. Unless you study. Just like Cam said, this only be 2 pay-per-view stars. Oh, don't. They should have been got that. Everybody should have been got that, Cam. Cam, they should have been got that because that show right after the motherfucking Mayweather and them generation. After Manny, Mayweather, and Oscar and them was out, this new era pay-per-view showed you. Showed us. Well, at least some of us, because some of us already knew better. But it showed us. You can't have so many but motherfucking, you know what I mean? You can't, because this is how it's set up. Boxing is no different for any other goddamn setup. Look at it. With all these damn basketball players, right? You only think it's only a couple that's in the whole entire NBA, and all these basketball players that really got game like that and can do their damn thing like that. You's a motherfucking fool if you think so. When Michael Jordan was playing, there was another Jordan like in the NBA. It was another Larry Bird like in the NBA, but they all don't get that shine, that chance. What are we talking about? You ain't really see the best of the damn best, so y'all need to stop talking that ish. Y'all need to change it to the best of the best that's available. Okay? That's the real term. Mic drop. You don't like it? Get at you, boy. We ain't seen the best of the best. That's why we still struggling about the best fighting the damn best. Because the best haven't really been fighting the damn best, have they? No, not really, or not at all. Think about that. Not really or not at all. I've been waiting to say these things. I told you I'll be having things to say now. I'll be having things to say. This is just facts. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. And y'all keep bringing this nonsense to fruition. Nut ass, moist ass, boxing fans, casuals, who don't know shit about the sport, that's sucking on the balls of some content creators that's effing up the sport. Because some of your favorite content creators is the reason why these damn fighters is the way that they are. Nothing personal, it is what it is. Y'all already know the assignment, stay in the pocket. You ain't got to pay me to tell the truth. So you know you can't pay me to tell a lie. Because I tell the truth for free. You know how rich I be, motherfuckers pay me for telling the truth? You know how rich you would be? Or wealthy you would be, Cam? You know how wealthy you would be, D-Free? If the people that tell the truth all the time got paid for telling the truth? Huh? We'd be a bunch of billionaire, trillionaire people for the ones who always keeping it real. Can't say that about everybody. But like I was saying, this era at the Freudnum showed us that you're not supposed to have multiple cash cows. You ain't supposed to have 3, 4, 5 pay-per-view stars like we want. It's always going to be no more than 2. It's always going to be 2 and a possible 3. Really think about it. Time travel. Go back from the time you started watching this sport. Think about it. Some of y'all been watching the sport long enough to know exactly what I'm talking about. Kev said, Turkey effing the game in so many aspects, but people too naive. Oh yeah, they been on this Turkey thing, man. I don't know what it is, but I didn't join the parade. I missed the memo, Cam, just like you did and a few others. I don't know what it is, but this dude, Turkey, has not did anything good for the sport of boxing. Has not done anything. What improvement has Turkey Al-Sheikh made in the sport of boxing? What has Turkey Al-Sheikh do for the sport of boxing? Oh, he gave us this fight. He gave us that fight. He gave us this car. He gave us that car. And I'm going to tell you the truth. None of them are legendary or classic. None of his cars you're going to be talking about 20 years from now. You think Turkey Al-Sheikh is going to be able to bring up enough matches that we could talk in the same aspects about Turkey Al-Sheikh? How we could talk about a Don King, how we could talk about a Bob Arum, and so forth. Nah, I don't think so. Because he really don't care about the sport. It's a money grab for him. And a little bit of entertainment. I wish type of thing. So, let me ask y'all a question. So after seeing the rematch between Daniel Du Bois and M.O.C, what's next with Daniel Du Bois? What is next with Daniel Du Bois? Is it I don't know, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all remember me saying this. Some fighters' careers is going to be over early. I'm pretty sure some of y'all remember me saying and alluding to something like that, right? And I've been saying that for a while. Just like I said 2 years ago, and D Free said it. I said most likely your favorite fighter is going to take a loss or going to have a bad day at the office. And it's been happening. And he's flopping every event. So where's all the turkey, the turkey bacon glazers that, been saying all this hoopla, he doing this, he doing that. But he's not flipping it. He's not flipping. He's flopping. As Brother Cam said, he's flopping. He's flopping. He ain't flipping. He's flopping. He ain't gaining. He's sustaining. Stagnated. That's what it is. But what's next for Usyk? I mean because I think Usyk should go ahead and retire. I don't think Usyk should do anything else. But what's next with Daniel Du Bois? And I was saying, some of these fighters' careers, they're not going to be fighting as long as you want them to. Some of them going to get up one out of it. And I mean, and then the way that they giving out money, so all these guys got to do the right thing with their money. And they ain't never got to return back to the sport. Unless they got love for the sport, not because they need the money. Okay? Because everybody that come back to the sport ain't doing it because they love the sport. And what's up with the Lady Ali situation? I was hearing some things that her husband ain't feeling it. Y'all heard anything about that? That Lady Ali husband is not feeling her getting back into the ring. And this is my thing. If you don't need it, you don't need to get back into the sport of boxing. Do not come back. Let me drop an invite, man, just in case anybody want to come up and cook with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Let me drop the chisel. Drop it. Come on up. The link is right there. Y'all want to come up and kick it with your boy? I had to come and give y'all this time because we had the technical difficulties. I don't know. I'm thinking about moving coffee and donuts maybe until about 8 or 9 o'clock. Maybe 9 o'clock. What y'all think? Should I push it up a little later? Because I've been thinking about going on at 9 o'clock. Really been thinking about going on at 9. Link is right there if you want to come up. But yeah, so I don't know what's next for Daniel Du Bois. I'm not gonna say it's over for him. But one time thinking this guy was gonna be one of the most dominant guys in the heavyweight division, starting to see a little different. Makes me wonder that how the heavyweight division is going to shape out next. Because you know we in a new we in a whole new we in a whole another new phase of the heavyweight division. You know, now that those senior guys, damn near going Fury, you know, Wilder, you know, the AJ and them, they era. So now it's becoming a youngest man sport, and minute by minute. And I'm saying this for a reason. I'm pretty sure y'all already know where I'm going at with this. But that explains easily that it's becoming more of a younger man's sport. Once you pass your prime, once you get 10 years past your prime, just forget about it. All right? Forget about it. I give you a chance, I give you the benefit of the doubt, maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 years past your prime, but when you get to a decade plus or more, you know, the more you land hanging around, the less impressive you're looking. You know what I mean? So it's not a good thing. Yeah, that'll be dope. That way you good and able. Yeah. I'm gonna go at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna start going at 9. I thank you, Cam. Everybody else, if y'all still in here, y'all for me going on at 9 o'clock. Yeah, cause I'll be home. I can be in the crib. I'm off work. I can cook as long as I want and be comfortable. You know what I mean? Like I can kick my feet up. I could be doing coffee and donuts while playing with my toes. Y'all wouldn't know if I ain't got the camera on. Well, I wouldn't do that. Y'all just making you know. But this PSA has to be heard and needs to be shared out that these things cannot continue in the sport of boxing. We must not allow these things. So as I consider Sports Talk Network and a couple other dope ass real content creators, I call us the Guardians of the Galaxy, all right? I call us the Guardians of the Boxing Galaxy. And we need to say the word, Craig. Top flight. Need tight flight. Cause I don't know what the hell they got going on. I mean, top flight. You know what I mean? We can't be Day Day and Craig out here. We gotta be like the S1. To my rescue, it was an S1W. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Chuck D, baby. Y'all know nothing about that. And to my rescue, it was an S1W. We up here on some Craig and Day Day shit. Smash the like button as you come in. That's saying coffee and donuts for grown-ups. We'll be going to a later time, more convenient for you and me. Yes. So we're gonna start doing coffee and donuts for grown-ups at 9 a.m. I think I got good enough buzz to start going at 9 o'clock. You know, I've been thinking about it for a while. You know, been thinking about it for a while. Cam said great. And Cam, your word is good enough. But I just wanted to see what everybody else says about it. But I think everybody else will be pretty good with it. You know what I mean? Then plus, I can get more participation for like I said, I dropped the link. People was always coffee and donuts. It's not just for me. I like, you know, for people to come up and cook with me. Yeah, I let you come up and you cook the whole entire joint. Yeah, D-Free? All right, so my bro said that's cool. Yeah, I was thinking about it, and I wanted to I listened to the meeting yesterday, but I was out at a family function and shit. But yeah, tell the bros, I'm gonna drop it in our chat, D-Free. I'm gonna start going at 9 a.m. I think it'd be dope. I think anybody that want to interact. Then maybe at 9 o'clock, I can try to get me some guests. You know, on coffee and donuts for grown-ups. Yeah, so I'm with that. I think it works better. Hell to the yeah. But D3, your honest opinion. What's next for Daniel Du Bois? What's next for him? Like I said, Triple D was projected to be one of the top heavyweights of the future, but it don't seem like that right now. And then we got some more new young bucks coming up into the game. So these guys up here pussing booting around, and now they done made room for some new guys to replace them already. To replace their asses already. Mm-hmm. Last couple young heavyweights they got, they look impressive. Mm-hmm. They look impressive. Now I ain't saying they looking like the elite dudes, but they look impressive. They look impressive. The young guns look impressive. I ain't gonna hold you. So I like Moses and what's the other boy name? So you got a couple good ones. You already see that what's name already ready to ball out big baby Anderson, you know? But we could definitely need some new light, need some new blood in there. For sure. But let me see what we got next. Cause I think Daniel Du Bois is gonna wind up cognac and cigars. When you gonna have that, Crush? Oh yeah, the cognac and cigars. Cam, I wanna do that on like I might make that like a Friday or a Saturday night joint. But I want a co-host for that. I need a co-host for that. I gotta get with my brother CDK. We supposed to do the Grumpy OG show. So I'm gonna give CDK a call sometime today if I can and talk with my bro. He just waiting on me, and they've been waiting on that. So I'm just working and just want to link up with the great minds of boxing, man, and do this damn thing. I want to replace these commentators and shit. I do. I want to see one of my fellow content creators up there at one of these fights, man, being a commentator. That's the move. It's a couple of y'all that can easily do it. I would love to see D3 go talk that boxing shit, break down the fights and all that, make them dudes look stupid. I would love to see that. I would love to see Dub Whiteside having these dudes look stupid. Oh man, I had that dream before, y'all. I had a dream one time that y'all was up there doing y'all thing. That's the movement. I mean, we should be the ones doing it anyway. We are the true voices of the sport. They don't push the sport. They only deal with the sport when they got to deal with it. They ain't talking boxing every day. They waiting for some new. No, we on it every damn day. Half of the shit that they wind up getting, they find out from y'all. They find out from us. May not give us the credit, but they do. Clarissa fights Saturday. That's right. Clarissa fights the Saturdays and the Zayas and Shoo. Yeah, I like Shoo, man. I like Xander too. Clarissa, most likely she's going to win this fight, but it ain't too much left. It's not too much left for Clarissa Shields to do in women's boxing. As far as a boxer, not too much for her to do. Women's boxing need more participants. They need more participants. But she should win this fight. I'm picking her to win the fight. But I don't know what more she can do. I don't know. It's too many more opponents. that she can go pull up or they pull up for her. I don't see Carissa having too much more to do at the sport of boxing. Women's boxing anyway. I got Xander winning this weekend. I got Xander winning this weekend. I like Xander's eyes. Um man, hey, let me see how well he would do at the weight class. I don't know. But he's definitely nice. I mean I heard people talking about what Xander how he would do against certain guys at 54. Uh like I said earlier, I don't know when it right now when it comes at 154, man. I can't give too many people the edge over Fedora right now. I'm just being honest. Cause I heard the guy say something last night about they was talking about Boots and Fedora. And a lot of people picking Fedora to beat Boots. A lot of people got Fedora beating Boots Simmons. What you think, Cam? A lot of people got Fedora beating Boots Simmons right now. And BBO's favorite boxer, Emiliano Vargas, fights on Xander and Shushu card too. It's the last top ranked card on ESPN. Oh yeah, that's right. Mm, mm. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, hopefully they give us a good performance. Hope they give us a good performance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. BBO big on Emiliano, but Emiliano got a lot more work to put in. He got a lot more work to put in, and then we gonna really see. Mhm. He got a lot more work to put in. I mean, what he at 140? He want to impress me. Show me a little something. Show me a little something. He at 140. Fight some damn body. Fight some damn body. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the boy. Yeah, yeah. That's the boy that. Yeah. This. Ooh. Yeah. I need your fight prediction. Yeah, Boots and Fundora will be fired. And like I said, a lot of people, when they was talking about last night on Dub, shout out to brother Dub right side. A lot of people had, they was saying they was picking Fundora. I don't have a problem with it. Cause I can't wait to see how good Boostin is going to do, or how well he's going to do at 154. This is the true test for him. For those who still say he hasn't properly been tested, and 154 should be satisfactory for you, far as that. Hmm. would be a hell of a fight, man. And you know what makes that fight interesting? Here you go. Perfect matchmaking, Cam. I think that'd be nice. I think that would be good. And I was thinking that too. For Emiliano, you gotta give him like a Sandor Martin. Matter of fact, I wish BBO was here because I would love to see hear BBO response. Because I mean, if Emiliano is like that, I need Emiliano to take care of a fighter that I don't like at 140. D3 probably already know who the hell that is. With all the fighters at 140, there's a fighter I don't like. There's a fighter I do not like. That's at 140. I don't like it. Emiliano that nice at the Sandor Martin, put it in there with Isaac Cruz. I need to see something. Because to me, Isaac Cruz ain't all that good. He ain't all that good. He definitely ain't all that damn skilled. He just come forward and throw haymakers. That's it. Every punch he throws, he tries to knock you out with. I ain't impressed by that. I ain't impressed by that at all. At all. I ain't impressed by that motherfucker. Deep Freezy in the building. What's up, bro?
What's good? What's good? What fight you was talking
Cooking,
about?
man. Cooking, man. What you got to add on?
No, what fight you was talking about?
Oh, we talk about Emiliano at 140, right? So
Yeah.
Cam said Sandor Martin. So I said, well, if Emiliano really want to do me a favor and show me how good he is at this age, he needs to get this fight out the way that I don't like. You already know I don't like these Cruz. He ain't all that fucking ain't good, as far as I'm concerned. You know? That might be a little too
I
much for
actually,
little Emiliano, but his fans is talking big like that. But I think
yeah,
Sandor Martin, like Cam putting it in the comment section in the chat, that'd be a good test for him. What you think?
yeah, I think that is a good test for him. Because he never fought a true boxer. Um, a lot of the guys that he fought, they might box around the ring, but they're not no true boxers. And to be honest with you, most of the guys that he fought was guys that just stood right there in front of him. Well, Shandor Martin is
Right.
not going to stand right in front of him, and he's gonna put some pressure on Emiliano Vargas. We've seen Emiliano Vargas get overwhelmed at times in certain fights. So a guy like Sandor Martin, who's a little crafty because he's been in there with a lot of different guys, I think Sandor Martin will definitely test him. And at this point in time, I actually think Sandor Martin beats him. I think he beats him rather easy because we seen him in there with Alberto Puyo, and we believe that he beat Alberto Puyo. We seen Sandor Martin in there with what's the guy name? Jack Catterall. A lot of people believe that
Right.
he beat the Jack Catterall fight. Um, I mean, Shandor Martin is a crafty individual, and we've seen Shandor Martin push Tio to the limit. So
Yeah.
I think at right now at this point, I think Shandor Martin actually beats Emiliano Vargas. I don't think that his father will put him in a ring with a guy like Shandor Martin. Not right now. Maybe another 2 or 3 fights he might put him in there with him. But right now, like if they was to say, okay, his next fight, if after he gets past Saturday, his next fight is Shandor Martin, I don't right away.
Yeah. I agree with you. Uh, what's next for Daniel Du Bois at the Losing to Usyk.
He gonna have to go back to the drawing board. He gonna have to work his way back up. Um, I'm trying to think of a valid opponent that he can start back over with. And to be honest, excuse me, to be honest with you, he might need to get in there with somebody like he might need to get in there somewhere like a Mark McCauley. Um,
Yeah,
maybe what's the guy Fabio,
yeah,
somebody like that. He might need to start from there and work his way back up because this the second time he finally got the title, but this the second time he got to the mountaintop and got knocked off. So he's gonna have to drop down a little further than he dropped down last time and work his way back up.
yeah. Yep, back to the scratch board for him, man. Sad thing. So,
I mean,
he,
but we already know the politics. They're not gonna drop him too far. They're gonna try to get him somewhere around two more fights and he fight for a title again because they believe
mm-hmm,
Usyk is gonna retire sometime soon. But Usyk sounding like he got about 3 or 4 more fights left in him, and then he's gonna retire. So I mean, right now the way Usyk is fighting, and last fighting like 3 or 4 more times. And then he said, okay, I
right.
didn't did everything. There's nobody else for me to fight. Let me go ahead and hang it up. So I can see Usyk get in there with Joseph Parker and then turn around, get in there with somebody like Cabello. Maybe if Wilder get his way, get back up to that title again. I mean, the because I know he fought an eliminator. I don't know
Right,
why that was eliminated, but that was eliminated. So maybe Wilder gets back up in position to fight for a title. Maybe we see that fight. Um, so I think he got a few more fights left in him. I don't know what he's gonna do in those few more fights, but I think he got a few more left.
right.
But I'm excited to see what Xander looked like for his first title fight, and I think Shushu. I thought Shushu was supposed to be fighting for a title, but I guess this is another eliminator.
I think so. Think it's another
Yeah,
eliminator.
I thought they was originally saying that they were supposed to be fighting for a title, but I guess they made it another eliminator. So he's gonna have to wait one more fight before he fight for a title, which I think is bogus. If
Right,
daggone Cool Boy moved out of the division and he's the number one contender, he should be fighting for a title.
right,
They should just go ahead and say, you know what, we're gonna go ahead. Cool Boy moved up to fight Oshaki Foster, so we're gonna go ahead and make this a title fight, and you're gonna fight the number two guy or whoever this guy he's supposed to be, whatever rank he is. We're gonna make this a title fight. I think Ray Vargas. I don't think Ray Vargas has enough to beat.
with Yardley or Java. Hmm. He might lose to either one of those guys. Yeah, he might lose to either one of those guys. But they'll also be good fights for him to a Java or see what he at. But I don't know where his confidence level is at right now. After this, so we're gonna have to see. Uh who's next for Fundora? Now my son sit here like to see he want to see Mel and Fundora. That's what my son been talking about. He wants to see Mel and Fundora, but put Fundora in there with anybody right now and see what happens. But Bam did his thing too. Yeah. Is it time for Bam to move up? Or is he gonna stay put where he at? And I think yeah, if we're correct that it's a double title eliminator for Shoo, hey, just give that man a shot, man. I don't know why guys don't want to give him the shot. Give him a shot, man. See what happens. I like Shoo. Of a plane crash. I think it's the count. But we're gonna see. I'm picking Xander to win, but I'm gonna say it's gonna go to the cards. Uh, like D3 said, his first title defense, and hopefully he's up to put on a great performance, and not only that, but defend his title and walk away with his with the strap still around his waist. But it's a good first title defense for him. I like Xander Zayas. He can be as great as he allow himself to be. So I got a lot of upside in him. Ooh, winner of Xander versus Perez or Bachman versus Thurman. Wow. I'd say so the winners of each those two fight each other next. Or Fundora. Fundora gets the win out of Perez or Xander or Bachman or Thurman. I like that. I think that's what Cam is saying. Yeah, Cam, I'll take that. And put that up there to Chizak. Cam. I like that. I think that's what Cam is saying. Uh would be good for yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I like that. I like that. We're gonna have to do a prediction breakdown of those matches. Oh shit. I mean, Xander, how much of a chance will I give him against Pandora? Alright, cool. Alright. Oh, so okay, Xander fight for a vacant belt. Got you. Got you. Yeah, I know Bam want to become a dispute. Oh, hopefully he gets it, man. And then if he go ahead and decide to move up afterwards, that'd be great. I like to see him defend it. But either way, I'll be satisfied with that game. I like him. Who should be when this punk ass come back? He come back to 140. Oh, he fight for intern WBC. So this one is not a eliminator. All right, cool. All right, thanks, Cam. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm rooting for Shoo this weekend. I like Shoo, man. I'm at the hour mark, so About another 2 minutes, I'ma do some homework. Uh, look at Shushu's opponent. I'm gonna go back and watch some fights that I didn't really get to see, and get ready for this weekend. Um, I ain't got too much of a breakdown or analysis for Shields and Daniels. Just Clarissa gonna beat her. She may stop her, who knows. Um, so I ain't really got much on that. We're gonna touch more on the Xander Zayas fight for a vacant title, and then we're gonna touch more on Shushu. And who the hell is Camille Moulton fighting next? See, these dudes not staying busy enough, man. Not staying busy enough. Oh man. Yeah, hopefully Shushu win his intern joint. Okay, who we got? D Free back in the building.
Yeah, my bad, my bad. I got knocked out.
No, you good, Freezy?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
What I was saying about Bam though. Bam got the IBF title unification on November 22nd. He's fighting on the undercard of Devin Haney, Brian Norman, and I forgot who's the main event of that card. I know it's Devin Haney, Brian
uh
Norman is the co-main. I forgot who they said was the main event. But he's fighting on that card. He's gonna be a 3 belt holder. He gets past this opponent, and then he has one more title for undisputed, and then he probably move up after that.
yeah. That's
So
gonna be
yeah,
good. I can't wait to see this weekend. This weekend should be pretty good. But I'm waiting to see Xander perform Cam Show and Shoe Show. See what he looks like. Um, yeah. And
Shushu fighting Ray Vargas, right?
shout
He
out to
fighting
Mr.
Ray.
Gary too, man. Shout out to Mr. Gary Russell too.
Yeah, he looked good after the 3.5 year layoff. He looked good. I know he wanted his stamina to be a little bit better, but that's what happens when you've been out of the ring so long. You got to get yourself back right. So I think if he stays busy, I think he can make some noise at 135 or 130, whichever one he decide to go to.
Right.
Um,
Well, hopefully he stay busy, man. No word on Moulton yet. I'm not that impressed on Moulton. I need to see more work.
yeah,
Need to see more work.
Moulton
Yeah.
fighting like he fighting like he a champion. I'm only seeing this man once every 6 months or so. This man,
Yeah.
this man need to be putting in. He need to be fighting like Abdullah. He need to be fighting like 4 or 5 fights a year.
Yeah. Yeah, he
These
should.
guys get a little too comfortable after they get a little bit of bread.
Yeah, they get a little lazy, man.
Uh, I don't care if you gotta go fight on Pro Box. You need to be staying busy, getting your name out there. If
Yeah.
Floyd ain't promoting you right or getting you the fights, you have your trainer and your manager get you the fights. You need to
Yeah.
stay busy.
Yeah. Cause if he don't, I can see him not looking too good in a fight or two down the line, man.
Yeah, as soon as they put him in there with some stiff competition, he gonna struggle and he ain't gonna know how to
Yep.
how to get out of it.
Yeah, he gonna struggle. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to see if he can, what he can do against adversity. Because these guys, they can't just easily get uh, credit as being a certain level of fighter if they're not really out there proving it, you know,
Right.
and fighting once a fucking year or every 18 months ain't proven. That's why Abdullah Mason is going to be so dangerous in a couple of years, man. Another 2 years, he's going to be dangerous because he's keeping himself busy, you know.
Yeah.
So he's fighting every 2-3 months. He's jumping in that ring, man, and staying at work. So he's definitely going to be one of those guys to beat in a couple of years, man.
Yeah, he definitely most definite. And I had him on my daggone pound for pound for a while now. People told me I was crazy. And now they saying man, Abdullah Mason might be the truth. I'm like, man, I'm trying to tell you. I've been watching
Yeah,
Abdullah Mason for a while.
yeah,
I've been watching Abdullah Mason for at least 3 years now. I've been keeping an eye on Abdullah Mason.
yep. What you call
So
him, the dream snatcher?
yeah, the
Man,
dream snatcher.
yeah,
He's
he,
snatching everybody's dreams. You got
yep,
aspiration to be a champion. Not if you get in the ring with me, you ain't.
right, right. And I hope he still get a chance to put his paws on goddamn Keyshawn, goddamn it. Jay Gibb in the building, what's
Man,
up? Yeah, man,
I don't think Keyshawn is gonna ever get in the ring with Abdullah Mason.
I think so too, D Free. That might be another one of those matches that we may never get, you know. But we already know some of these guys, they ain't who they say they are, man. They not. They mouth say one thing and their actions does something total opposite.
Like, hey, Keyshawn thought
Total opposite.
he thought he was doing something because he got the gift of gab, and Abdullah Mason ain't used to talking like that. Abdullah Mason like, man, I'm right here. You can say all you want to say.
Yep,
I ain't going nowhere. And while Keyshawn was talking the whole time, Abdullah was just sitting there staring at him. I'm like, yeah, I
yep.
don't know if Keyshawn want this smoke for real. But I heard, I
I'm
mean,
trying
I
to do
remember, I was on Clarence channel a while back. I think it was last year. I think it was last year. I was on Clarence channel and we was on Instagram and Bomac came on and I was like, I kept saying, man, Keyshawn don't want that smoke. So Clarence was like, oh, I'm glad you here, Bomac. Let me ask you a question. You think Keyshawn and Abdullah Mason should be able to fight within the next two fights or so? That man Bomac said, hell nah. I was like, I tried to
it.
tell you. That's literally what he typed in the chat. He was like, hell no. I tried to tell you.
Nope,
They don't want that smoke with Abdullah Mason.
nope, nope. You know, then, Bomac say he is. He like, fuck that. I ain't fucking that. And tell your boy to shut up then. Tell me shut on up there. I
Abdullah
ain't
Mason,
trying to hear it.
Abdullah Mason is that type of fighter that you fight on two reasons and two reasons only. If you want to test yourself, or if you got no other choice. That's the only reason why you fight Abdullah Mason.
Yep.
If
That's
you if you
yourself when you
believe
ain't got no other choice.
you believe you that good, then you get in there with a Abdullah Mason. Other than that,
Really
you
good.
ain't getting in there with no Abdullah Mason.
I already died now. I want to get in there with it. Yeah. Don't say nothing about my name.
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't want to get in there with him neither. It would
Damn
literally
problem.
have to be. It would have to be. I have no other choice. He got the belt that I need, and I gotta fight him. Other than that,
Yep.
I'm not getting in the ring with that dude. That is not that's not
Problem.
a good that's not a good business move.
Old guy around here, he just seen Abdul 2 months ago. He not impressed by young fighters like that. He like Abdullah though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
certain
He like
guys are just
Abdullah. He like Abdullah. He like Antoine, and he like Raymond Ford. The young guy. Like, no. All good names. I like Raymond Ford too. I like Raymond Ford. We should be having stuff coming up soon.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's go filling up going next. Mm. Ooh. Ooh. You know what would be crazy, man? Your cousin called out motherfucking smoke. I ain't gonna take that smoke.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if your
I,
cousin came out and said that shit. Cause you know one thing about Gary, he like say shit to them dudes that be talking that bullshit. You know how you, yeah, yeah, cause you, fuck, I ain't trying all that. Okay, let me see you do something with this old head. Let me see some do something with this old head.
yeah. See, Gary is the type of one that he'll pull somebody's card. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let's go ahead and set up the contract.
Yep,
Nigga be like, oh, he just clout chasing. Like that. That's what my man Ant was talking about yesterday. I said, yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
mean, you could say that back when he was talking about the Terrence Crawford situation and all that. I said, but now you can't say that. That man pulled up to your weight class. It ain't no. Oh, he clout chasing. At first, he wasn't in the weight class. Now he's there. It
yep.
is
That's what I
there
said.
is no excuse.
No excuses. He's in the weight class now. So he can say whatever he want to say about anybody in the weight class. Shut him up.
Right. Like I said, I gave people a pass before. Okay, he ain't in the weight class. He just talking. Y'all having words with each other or whatever have you. I'm not tripping off of him. Now, okay, he's at the weight class. He said he wants to smoke. What's the problem? If you believe he ain't on your level or he too old, then go ahead and handle it.
Man. Yeah, because now he back, and I know he want to stay. Now they got more of a problem down there. Now he done brought some life back there. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let's see which one of these little young Thundercats or whoever is willing to deal with that man. That's all I got.
Right. I
That's
don't
all
think
I
none
got
of
to
them.
say. No. I'll say this. Hey, Tank, get it together, you and Gary, man. You get that man some money, and you ain't gotta do nothing else. Like, if he fuck around and fight Gary, I ain't gotta fight nobody else. My opinion. For me, if he don't fight Shakur, you know what I mean. If he turn around and fight Gary, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, and everybody can say what they want to say about him after that. I'm cool with that. Cause that's something that's been long gone. So we can get it, let's get it. Cause these dudes playing around ain't fucking with.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to
that's
wait 20 years to
that's a
fight.
fight that people been talking about for years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can't say, oh, don't nobody want to see the fight. We get all these other fights late. What's the difference in getting this one late?
Right. Right.
You
And
done
neither
got
one of these guys is messed up. So ain't like they Wilder and AJ. Nobody want to see that shit. You know what I mean?
people.
They fundamental. They good. Let's get it. That's a big fight at 135. Um, Probably one of the biggest fights at 135, in my opinion. I don't care who disagrees. Um, Maybe somebody will prove me correct or prove me wrong, and that's up to the boxing commission. But we talk that shit. That's a fight that I want to see at 135. Then what to see? We've been talking about these two dudes taking entire fucking careers, so this ain't nothing new. Gary's well preserved. Tank ain't dogged out. Let's get it.
Yeah. Everybody else said they want to see the Wilder and AJ fight, and these guys are old now. They wanted to see the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. Those guys was old at the time. I ain't got no problem saying. They still wanted to see the Loma and Tank. So if you wanted to see the Loma and Tank, what's wrong with saying Gary and Tank?
Shit, to be honest
They the
with you.
same age. They the
Yeah.
same age.
And I'm also wanted to see Gary and Tank more so than Loma and Tank.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to see Loma and Tank, you have no problem seeing Gary and Tank. There shouldn't be no problem. You want to say Gary ain't ready for it? That's fine. But if that man think he's ready for it, who are you to tell him that he's not?
So you gotta do just go in there and do what's thing. We're gonna get in there with him. He's gonna get somebody a fucking headache, make somebody cry in the car, maybe make somebody cry during the damn fight because they getting frustrated. Getting frustrated because this motherfucker all slivery and shit, and he popping the motherfucker at will, moving them where he want them to go and all that. Let's see. I want to see. And fuck all that. I want to see.
Yeah,
One of the highest IQs in boxing since he's back. Always been one of the highest boxing IQs in boxing, in my opinion. That's fact. It's not just an
yeah.
opinion, it's opinionated fact.
Me personally,
That now he
I would tell Gary he need another two more fights or at least one more fight. But if he want to get in there now, hey, so be it. I ain't gonna make no excuses if he lose.
let's see it. He just did something to me for 35. That's it, because he's trouble for everybody. Go ahead, Shakur, I dare you to say his fucking name. I dare you to say his name. Cause you supposed to got that smoke at 26.
And Shakur ain't gonna say his name. They might go back and
I know,
forth.
I know. Wishful thinking. I just remember G3. I don't forget shit.
I mean, if you really want to be honest, the only person that Shakur really called out that was a contender or a rivalable, I mean a rivalable opponent was Loma and Williams Zapata. Everybody else that he called out was guys that was upcoming.
Mm-hmm.
Like these guys was upcoming. Now people say he called out Devin. I don't think he really called out Devin. I think he wanted to smoke with Devin, but I don't think he didn't call out Devin. He was just next in line to fight Devin. But I mean, I ain't really seen Shakur really call out anybody like that. Now he said people ducking him, but I never really seen him call out anybody.
Oh, he said he wanted Cambodia.
Yeah, that's not a valid opponent. I mean, nobody. everybody wants to ride the Cambosa's train, and Cambosa ain't no train to be riding. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He's not a train to be riding. Everybody wants to get in there with Cambosa. What outside of being Tio, what the Cambosas do to say, okay, yeah, that's a dude I need to get in the ring with? He beat Tio, and nobody gave him a shot to hold that title past one more fight.
It was all right.
No, I don't understand what's the big hype about getting in there with Cambosa.
Me
Uh,
either.
uh, I don't know why Shakur and Keyshawn and all these people calling out Cambosa like that. That's a legitimate opponent. I don't understand it.
Me either. I never did.
But I mean, that if that's how they want to swing their career, I ain't got no problem with it. That's your career. They ain't mine. That is definitely your career. You can do
Prediction
with it
before we
whatever you
go.
want. Yeah.
Give me your prediction for this weekend before you go. I got Carissa stopping this girl Daniels. I can't think any different than that. Uh, Xander. Uh,
Xander,
he,
I think Xander wins by unanimous decision.
that's what I'm
I
thinking.
think Xander has gotten to that level unless he lands a nice big shot. I don't think he really stops anybody at this level. He's not a huge puncher like that. He overwhelms his opponent. So I think he wins, but I think it's going to be a unanimous decision. I don't think it's going to be a stoppage or anything. Now he could overwhelm him and stop him, but I just don't see it happening like that.
Yeah, I got him by DJ.
Yeah. I think that's more like what it's going to be. It's going to be a decision. I don't think he's going to stop him. I think it's going to be a unanimous, but I don't think he's going to stop him.
I can't wait to see him.
I,
Guys who stay active, these guys they ain't burnt out a got a lot of miles on. They might would just stop being too picky, man. Whatever dollar is available for you, take that shit. Like, I got like
yeah.
Russ going in. I got shoot by decision. I got shoot by decision. Or he might. No, I got him by decision, but he got a tough one on him. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're gonna get a decision.
yeah, I got shoot by decision. I like you. I don't think you how long you got with the opportunities they're gonna give him. I say that how
Huh,
many
he
opportunities they're
he's
gonna
fight,
give him.
he's fighting Ray Vargas, correct?
Oh yeah, he's fighting Ray Vargas. That's right.
Yeah.
Got watch Ray though, but
I
he
think
should be.
I, yeah, Ray Vargas is kind of tough. I was gonna change it, but Ray Vargas is kind of tough. Yeah,
You gotta watch Ray Vargas.
yeah.
You gotta watch.
So,
Kyushu will need to be on the inside. You got watch Street. You know, Ray music though. Got football this week, D?
Yeah, I think do I got faith that Carissa will stop this lady on Saturday? Thank you. Ah, nah, I don't think she stops her. I think she wins, but I don't think she stops her.
Okay.
I was gonna go, but I think I think it was a combination of things. The reason why Carissa stopped the last opponent. I think it was the fact that Carissa um, was was more active, but also
Yeah.
that lady was older, and I think she only had like 6 fights. I think she only had like 6 fights, so she wasn't really experienced enough to be able to survive when you face somebody like that, and is a chance that you can get stopped. So a lot of times that those stoppage come with lack of experience, and you might not you might not be the better fighter, so to speak, but the experience carries you along. Like
Yeah.
I think that's what carried her to a stoppage because of the experience that Carissa had. Carissa was able to see that her opponent couldn't deal with the pressure, so she was able to step on the gas a little bit more, and she caught her with a big shot. So uh, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say nah, she not. Now, if she does get the stoppage, then that means this weight is her the weight that she was supposed to be at,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
a lot of times when you see a person get a lot of usually have power is because they wasn't at their actual weight. They was fighting at a weight class that was either too small or too big, and so they couldn't generate enough power. But when you fight at your ideal weight where you supposed to be at, that's when you are your strongest. That's why you saw Terrence Crawford get all of those knockouts at 47, because he was at the weight class he was supposed to be at. When he was at 35, yeah, he got a couple of knockouts. He was at 40, he got a couple of knockouts, but when he got to
Right.
35, I mean when he got to 47, he was knocking everybody out because he was at his ideal weight. That's the weight that he's supposed to be at. I gotta take my Baltimore. Let me go to Baltimore.
Want to be more?
But head over to B-more real quick.
What part?
Huh?
What part, Free? What part of be more?
I think this is I don't know. This down by the harbor. It's not too far from the harbor, so I'm not sure exactly
Okay.
what part of B-more this is. I'm not real familiar with B-more like that. I just know how to get to the harbor, and I know a couple of spots around B-more, but that ain't somewhere where I hang at. So I couldn't tell you if it was East Baltimore, West Baltimore. I think it's West Baltimore, but I couldn't tell you. I just know it's not too far from the harbor. It's maybe like a mile or two from the harbor.
All right,
Yeah.
man. We're about to shut it down, man.
Yep.
Appreciate everybody coming through, checking us out. Coffee and Donuts will be going to a new time. 9 a.m. for your convenience, man. Um, we'll be rocking all the rest of the week for 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Tell a friend. We got see tomorrow. I got something lined up, so I'll let you guys know about Coffee and Donuts on tonight's show when we go live. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Check out Cash Sport at 2 p.m. Make sure y'all go over and check out Just Do at 4 o'clock. 8 o'clock, STN Roll with the Punches podcast with the master debater D3 and our crazy bro, some Barrel BBO and the rest of the squad. And don't forget, late night, you're on the right side with the right side. For me, Sergeant of Arms, the Master Ceremony, Crest the Legend, and my brother D3, D, Master Debater. Have a great morning. We talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Peace.